All right, I've had some requests on a little bit more information about this social studies assignment, and this is about asking questions, and hopefully this will help us kind of find something that we're interested in to explore in a lot more detail as we move into our artifact project, kind of going into next week. This is kind of a beginning step. So there's 2 pages associated with this lesson called asking questions or wondering. So this is one, and I'll just flip it around so you can see it right side up. So this is the one that you'll be filling in. And this one here, the Q chart, is not one that you need to fill in, but it's just a chart that will help students develop stronger, deeper questions. And this is something that I would have loved to go through during one of our language lessons, but I just haven't been able to, and we'll just put it online and hopefully you find it here. So the idea is that in the wondering section here, you're going to be choosing 4 questions to ask that you're wondering about in terms of ancient civilizations, or even more specifically, maybe thinking about a part of a specific civilization that you're curious about. And we want to ask questions because we want your natural curiosity to help guide your research project. And in the middle here is just, you're going to write your name and or just draw a little picture of yourself. So that's all you need to worry about for that middle picture. And then the question chart, hopefully you're asking questions that kind of get you a little bit deeper in terms of being able to research and find interesting information. So if your question kind of lands in this white box, so that might be a question like, what is ancient civilizations? Okay, so that might be a question that you're asking, or maybe who was King Tut, if you're thinking about ancient Egypt, or where are the Aztecs located? So those questions all kind of end up in this white area, and you can have a couple questions like that, that's no problem, but questions like that, typically you can just kind of find the answer pretty quickly, and the answer is usually not very long. So like, where was the Aztecs? Well, a quick Google search will show you that the Aztecs kind of lived in what we now refer to as Mexico, and we can be even more specific and talk about kind of central Mexico. That's just an example. But if you ask questions that land you in the gray areas, those will help you find more interesting answers if you follow those deeper questions, we'll call them. So, for example, you might, how about this? If we follow how and could, we could make a question like, how could the Egyptians build such big pyramids? And a question like that is going to lead us into some really interesting places. So hopefully that helps clear this up. So the Q chart is kind of just there for your reference to help you build questions. And hopefully a couple of your questions kind of land you in these gray areas and out of the white zone. But it is okay to have some of your questions just be in the white zone. That's fine. And you're going to use this chart to help you create questions, and then you're going to be choosing 4 questions to put in this organizer here. And that's it for this assignment. So hopefully that kind of helps you out.